Hi, my name is Jeff Hauser from Hauser Racing Products. This is a video demonstration on how to measure your A-arms to get the proper shocks for them. There's 4 important factors that you need to know when it comes to measuring for your shocks. What wheel travel are you trying to achieve? Motocross and woods riders and racers are shooting for 10.5 inches of wheel travel. Most desert riders and racers are shooting for 11.5 inches. What diameter of tires are you going to be running for over 80% of the time? The diameter of your tire plays a big part in the free length and stroke of your shock. What is your shock's free length? The free length of the shock is when the A-arms are fully extended. What is the shock's compressed length? This is the length when your A-arms are fully compressed. Now we are going to begin measuring the shock's compressed length. You will need to remove your rear shock to perform these tasks. Make sure that the tires on the ATV are the tires that you are going to be using over 80% of the time. Set the tire air pressure to your normal riding pressure. Find something that has a thickness of 1.5 inches to put under the ATV frame. The 1.5 inch stand represents the compression of the tires on a hard impact. If you didn't use this stand and you did the measurements with the ATV frame flat on the ground, on a hard impact the ATV would bottom out. This will send the rider flying. Put a bolt in the upper shock mount of the ATV's frame. Measure from the bottom of the bolt to the bottom of the shock mount hole in the lower A-arm. The measurement you get is your compressed length. Now is a good time to check the ball joints and tie rod ends to make sure nothing is binding. Lift your tire up to make sure that the ball joints still have travel. If the ball joints and tie rod ends are bottomed out at this time, you will have to use a larger stand. You always want the shock to limit the A-arm, never the ball joints. Also, steer the ATV both ways to make sure that there is no tie rod clearance problem. Repeat the same process when you get to the free length measurements. At this time you will need to determine what wheel travel you are trying to achieve. For 10.5 inches of wheel travel you will need a 12-inch stand. For 11.5 inches of wheel travel you will need a 13-inch stand. The stands are 1.5 inches taller than the wheel travel because the 1.5 inches we added under the frame on our compressed length. The first test we will be measuring for 10.5 inches of wheel travel. Find something that has a thickness of 12 inches to put underneath the ATV frame. Measure from the bottom of the bolt to the bottom of the shock mount hole on the lower A-arm. The measurement you get is your free length. Repeat the same steps to measure for 11.5 inches of wheel travel. The only difference is that you will need a 13-inch stand underneath the ATV frame. Now that you have your free and compressed length, the shock measuring process is over. Take your free length and subtract it from your compressed length, and that measurement will equal your shock stroke. You can call up Hauser Racing and we can see if we have a shock in stock that will work for you. The measurements for our new products are located on our website under the Product Info tabs. I hope this video has helped you with your ATV setup. There's nothing more important when it comes to riding or racing an ATV than the proper setup. An ATV that is properly set up will give you more confidence, more control, and better traction.